My name's Mel Brown, aka Iceberg Bricks. And what you're looking at here at Philly Brick Fest is the PS4 Avengers Tower Spider-Man game from the Spider-Man game. Um, one of my friends from the community, Lego community, said, "Man, look, you got to get a PS4. You got to get a PS4." I'm like, "Nah." So when the game came out, the Spider-Man game, because I'm a Spider-Man fan, I went and got a PS4 just for the game. So I'm swinging around playing. And then lo and behold, I see this big A, and I'm like, is that the Avengers Tower? So I swing over there. I'm like, that's not the Avengers Tower. So I'm crawling up, crawling up the side, crawling up back down. I'm looking. So immediately I pause the game, and I say to myself, I gotta build this. I gotta build this. So I stopped playing the game. I took about 25 pictures from the video game, and I started building it. Right. So I had a Stark Tower that I did. I totally tore it down. And I used some of the pieces, went to Classic Plastic Bricks and got some sponsorship from him with some bricks and everything, and a lot of BrickLink orders, as you can see. And I was able to create this. And I started, as you can see, some of the variations down here at the bottom. It has a tinted window and like a walk-up with tinted windows and everything. And so I decided to use the black bricks. Went to the Pick-a-Brick wall. Shout out to the Lego store. Went to the Pick-a-Brick wall and was able to actually make these shapes as tinted windows like office buildings, right? Simple pieces. And I'm like, this is actually working. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm gonna tear this off like a cake, and so it'd be modular, so I can, because my thing is I'm gonna move it. Well, I got to the first level, right? Got to the second and got happy about the third, and I forgot to make it modular. I forgot to make it modular.
There's one important step I'm missing.
Yeah, I got halfway through here, and I realized, wait a minute, I can't take this off. And once you're all the way in it, that's it. So I was like, oh, so from here, I'm allowed to take the base off, but from here it's up. From bottom to top, it's 5'2".
Wow.
Yeah. It's 5'2". And what I did was here you're looking at all the transparent pieces here, and this level here is I wanted to have more like a tourist thing. So they're showing off all the gadgets. They're showing off the Hulk Buster back there with Bruce Banner, and you got all the scientists down there doing tests and analytic tests on the Hulk Buster right there, while the tourists right there. Tony Stark was, a fancy guy anyway. He liked to show his stuff off. So, it was open for the public anyway, right? And so above there, of course, you got, the operations right there with all the drones and everything going in and out, and more scientists in there, doing tests, running tests. Above there, you probably get a better angle right here. That is the control room right there. That's the brains of operation. Pepper Potts back there running things. She was the boss behind the scenes anyway, right? And so up here, I call this the torture room. So you got Bucky back there. They got him in a cryo chamber, and they're running tests on him. So yeah, that's my little torture room there.
They don't take the tour groups up there.
No. You need a special access up there. You can't show that. That and waterboarding. Nobody ever sees the waterboarding. So above that, of course, there's the arc reactor. And actually was able to put a light in behind it to kind of give it a glow a little bit. Something to kind of pop out a bit. And above that is Tony Stark's bar, and the Avengers are hanging out here at the bar and just hanging out and taking it easy. And then on the game, there's like a platform there, and above, on the roof, and I think I would say that would be the ready room. So you get all your guns, all your equipment and stuff, and you hit the Quinjet and head on out. So yeah, that's it. That's it from top to bottom there. And on the game, there's no platform. There's no Quinjet platform that's on the building. It's actually on one of these tiers, but it's so small. I had to put one on there. So I guess it's my tower. I can kind of bend the rules a little bit.
Sure, creative liberty.
Yeah. So yeah, the cost I couldn't really tell you because I was just too busy buying and just trying to build it, making it nice. Oh, I forgot to give a shout out. The A is actually from a tutorial that the Agents of Mach did on YouTube, and I saw it and I'm like, man, that A would look so awesome on this tower, because now you got 3 A's. And so I was able to do it, and it came out pretty nice. It came out pretty nice. So I mean, I think that A kind of makes the whole building. That's probably my favorite.
Like very recognizable, iconic part of the building.
Right, absolutely.
So then if we move past that, what do we have on the rest of the display?
All right, so here I decided I wanted a Sandman, but you buy the set and it's a little tiny minifigure, man. He's not really scary, right? So I figured I wanted to kind of design a brick-built Sandman. Got some help from Bailey Fullerton, who's a guy out in Australia, a good friend of mine. He designed it for me for free. But the way he did it was that he took an image from the movie and he was able to put it into a computer program, and he cut each level. So actually you're building the thing from the bottom up. So you would need level 2 to secure level 1 bricks. So it was difficult, and at one point I gave up on it. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. But more tan bricks kept coming in. And I was like, what am I going to do with all these tan bricks? And I sat right down, took the time, and tried to figure it out. And it would have made it here in one piece. It would have made it here in one piece if it wasn't for Classic Plastic Bricks for breaking so hard. He was breaking so hard, like he was granny shifting, breaking. And when I got it here and pulled it out of the box, it was in 2 pieces.
You got to be careful driving with Classic.
Yeah, I know. So here, I can't take credit for this modular here. This is actually the Brick Builders Pro, one of their PDF files. And so I brick linked it. I loved it because it was a city format. You got all the buildings here in a modular style, and it looks bigger than a regular size modular because of the effect itself. But it's about the same size as a store-bought modular. But you got different styles, and I said, yeah, that would be a good city block once I continue my Marvel City. I got to put my stuff is under construction right now, so I got more stuff I need to do.
It's almost like a forced perspective city skyscraper type of look.
Yeah, that city block, that perspective, and that's what I was trying to go for here. Yep.
You've got the army of spider people down here.
Yes, that is Spider-Geddon I got going on here. Even with the Spider-Verse, anybody can be Spider-Man. That's perfect there because I had about 50 more Spider-Man in the bag that I didn't put in here. So anybody, and that's what I'm saying. Anybody can be Spider-Man. Spider-Man's for everybody. Being a Jedi, anyone, Jedi powers is open to anybody. So that was what I was going for here. And of course, the movie's coming out, so is Thanos versus Hulk round 2. Everybody wants to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody set me up here, though. I don't know about the Wonder Woman. I don't.
You got a crossover there.
Yeah, somebody set me up. Yeah. So that just appeared on there. That Tony Stark jet, man, is awesome. I built that yesterday, real quickly. I built that yesterday just to put that in here, to fill the things out and everything. The wings on the jet, always loved the jet since the first movie. And so I quickly threw that in here. This gray building here you're looking at is the first half of the Oscorp building from the PS4 game. There's another tier just like that'll go on top of that. And then there's a big antenna that's right in the middle. The ending scene, Doc Ock fights Spider-Man, and they're on top of that building, and all havoc is going, all types of lightning through this rod, and it's crazy. So I was like, man, I need to build this thing. My only problem is, if anybody can help me, how to put a base on an octagon. I am losing my mind on it, so I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I'll take it back to my lab and work on it again, but I'll be ready for Brick Fair. So
got to figure those angles out and everything there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm still a new builder, I'm trying to figure out the techniques and everything. So, but I mean the outside, like you see, I'm using different technique here, getting the angles and everything, and so I'm working on it. It's definitely a work in progress.
What is this Mr. Freeze scale character there?
Oh, that's me. That's me. So when I first came out and doing my YouTube channel, I was Mr. Freeze. I always was, called Mr. Freeze. Long story short was that my name was Iceberg, and Mr. Freeze was like, you join a fraternity and they gave you a name. That was my name. And so actually got that from one of the YouTubers. He said, hey, Mr. Freeze need a Mr. Freeze. And so he mailed that to me, and I kept it ever since, and every time I'm showing, I put that on the table. Got nothing to do with nothing, but
it's your character. Yeah. And then the final part of the build down here?
Yes, yes. So what I did do is when the Sanctum Sanctorum sets went on sale, I went and bought 5, but I didn't. I had this prior to, and so I'm gonna work on the Sanctum Sanctorum set from the game. So all this is gonna be PS4, buildings and stuff. So that's what I'm trying to go for Brick Fair, Virginia. And so what I did was prior to that, I had two sets I bought, and all I did was I just connected those two here as a modular. This sits in my personal city at home, and then I did the 2012, was it 2012 set? The one with the Sanctum Sanctorum, the facade set. So I actually put that inside of the modular as well. And then what I did was with the apartment buildings, I went ahead and mocked that up as a small modular. And of course, you got the ATM heist on the back side of that as well too. So trying to mix it up a little bit. Spider-Man, Spider-Man everything. Trying to get that good feel.
Right, yeah, I think you captured a lot of iconic parts from the game here for sure. So this is a great layout. Thanks so much for bringing it to Philly Brick Fest.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm enjoying myself, and I enjoy you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.